Hey YouTube! So you might be wondering, why am I speaking so quietly? That's because everyone in my house is asleep at the moment, so I have to be kind of quiet, so sorry if you can't really hear me. But hello, my name is SquiddlyDiddly, or more formally known on other social medias as Tirnhael, and this video I will be actually doing 3 different art speed paints for Inktober. And if you don't know what Inktober is, I will link the information to that down below. It was created a couple of years ago by an artist called Jake Parker. It's a really amazing and just super awesome event that anyone can participate in. It's basically for the whole of October. You draw something with ink. I think you can use an underdrawing or a sketch and you can kind of draw over that with ink, or as long as it has ink in it, I'm pretty sure that's the main rule, then it will count for Inktober. And it's really fun. It's a great chance for anyone to improve and to kind of come out of their comfort zone a little bit and to try different things, you know, use different inks or use maybe a different medium if you haven't tried traditional medium before. And I would really recommend it. And I haven't participated in Inktober before, as in completed it, though I have done many ink drawings in the past. I haven't really done Inktober specifically before, but I hope to try and complete it this year because it is super fun and I love seeing other artists complete Inktober and improve along the way and see the ideas come to life, especially because this is the month of Halloween, so there's a lot of spooky drawings around this time, and ink and spooky drawings just go so well together. And I love seeing everyone's different take on just spooky themes. So if you are participating in Inktober, please comment below because I would really love to see your artwork. I'm so excited for Inktober, and I wish it lasted longer than just the month of October. That sounds so cynical because I can barely complete it myself, and I know it's a strain on a lot of artists that it's actually very difficult to try and fully complete, you know, an artwork a day, but it's great practice and you do learn a lot. I mean, I've learned a lot and it's only been just the start of Inktober, so please do link below your social medias if I'm not following you, and if you are doing Inktober, or maybe a video of yours, because I would love to see it. And I hope I can keep on talking for however long this video goes for, because I mean, I get annoyed at my own voice and I can't imagine me doing something so quiet and asthma like without people getting annoyed within the first couple of minutes. So please forgive me. I was born with this voice and I can't change it. And everyone's sleeping in my house, so I have to be extra quiet. Okay, let's dive a little bit into this piece. This piece was of my kind of new-ish characters that I've been working on for some time now. And they are twins. They are a male and female, and that's their title so far. They're not actually twins, they're just 2 people kind of grotesquely sewn together. And during this art piece I tried to do a lot of different inking techniques. As you can see right now, I'm trying to do some sort of pattern and it wasn't really working. I got very frustrated with this piece, I will admit. As you can see, my sporadic hand movements and how I'm drawing, I was intensely annoyed with how this was turning out, the process of it, the methods that I was using. It just wasn't really working for me. But quickly I will give a shout out to a amazing artist here on YouTube named Sooo Scribbles. I really hope I pronounced that right because she has an amazing accent and she can pronounce her name a lot better than I can. But she really inspired me when doing this piece, and how amazing her ink techniques turn out. I just tried to attempt some of them, but I feel like I grandly failed because this piece was I can't explain it. This piece was so aggravating to me. It sounds so odd in this voice, but it was very difficult to do, and I actually ended up stopping recording about halfway through, like near the end of it, doing in the background and adding water and stuff like that. But that's really all I did. I just added a bit of water here and there because the ink that I'm using bleeds and it's not waterproof, so I used that to my advantage. And yeah, that's all I can really say. I don't know what I don't like about it. It's just I have a very hard time balancing the black and the white. I feel like the black's really intense and I do way too much detail and way too much of the black, and it ends up kind of not mixing right with the white. But yeah, that's this piece done, and if you want more about the twins in the future, I'll be sure to do another speed paint of them sometime soonish, I guess, and talk more about them. Oh, and just quickly, as you can see, I kind of changed my setup to be a bit more Halloweeny, so it's Halloweeny. Sorry. It's a little bit more spookier now. I got a bloody tablecloth, so don't worry, that's not real, and it's also not paint. I didn't mess up my table. It's just a tablecloth I got a couple of days ago, so I could be a little bit more spooky in my videos and kind of get into the Halloween spirit. And I'm not using grey ink, I just use the ink that I normally use, and I watered it down a lot to get this kind of grey colour. It's actually really nice. As I said before, I struggle with balancing the black and the white because I feel like the black is too intense and I can't really get that perfect balance of black and white, so I think using grey ink is kind of not a cheat way, but just a much easier way for me to get used to it. So I'm using watered down black ink. Okay, now onto the piece. There's actually 3 separate pieces here, and these are, I guess you could say, concept sketches. Not concept sketches because they're not really ideas for a bigger painting. They're just more or less random costume sketches. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I like to do like costume sketches or like random sketches of different things, like creatures or something like that, just playing around with different ideas. And the one far to the right is like a bride, but she's like a ghost bride. She's dead and she's holding a child's skull. She's got horns. It's really spooky. And the one in the middle is like a mermaid underwater creature thing that's coming out of a flower, and I wanted her to have, oddly enough, a robotic arm, but I didn't get to that. And then the one on the all the way to the left is like a, I don't know, an ice cream boy with some sort of monster in a very awkward place. Okay, now onto the third and final piece. I don't have much to say about this, but I can't remember the YouTuber's name, but a YouTuber in my last video commented how they liked how my lines are very spidery, and they actually inspired me a lot to do a piece with a spider in it. So this is me incorporating that concept, and I hope that I can do a few more compilations of my Inktober pieces, probably just 3 or 4, and then I'll post the full images and the other ones on my Instagram. So yeah, and I know that in most of my videos I kind of go on a tangent near the end, so I'm just going to do that anyway because I don't know what else to speak about. But recently I've been watching a lot of Netflix and a lot of TV shows, one of them mainly being Westworld. I am so obsessed with this TV show. So far there's only 2 episodes, and it's a sci-fi kind of spooky dystopian future with robots and a fake kind of theme park world, and I'd really recommend it if you like sci-fi. I personally just like any kind of TV show that has a really good narrative, and this, so far, the story in it is amazing. Again, it's called Westworld. It's airing on HBO, but I just watched it online. and I've been watching Longmire on Netflix, which is also a really good TV show. Scream, which is really spoopy, it's on Netflix, so at least it's on my Netflix. And a lot of spoopy movies, but hopefully I'll get to talking more about my interests in different spoopy things in my next Inktober compilation. So I'll see you then, and thank you for watching this video and putting up with my voice for so long, because I have a headache from speaking for this long because I cannot handle my voice, but I'm glad that you guys can kind of put up with it. So thank you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.